Hey guys, it's your boy Max, aka Mirror Smasher. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the best beginner sport bikes. So lower class CC sport bikes. And what is a lower class CC sports bike, you might ask? Well, a lower class CC sport bike is a Ninja 300, R3, a Honda CBR 300. Those are lower CC sport bikes. Also with Ninja 400. Those are lower CC sport bikes. They're not meant to kill you on the road. They're more meant for fun and having a good time on it and to relax, where you can learn on the bike and not have to worry about you giving it too much throttle and dying. Because watch, I'm in 4th gear already. My hand's full throttle. It's building speed, but it won't launch me like R6 or a Ninja 636 or a Hayabusa. These bikes are meant for beginners. They're meant to be learned on. They're meant for you to feel comfortable and enjoy riding. They're not meant to scare you riding at all. They're not meant to, you know, say, hey, I'm gonna kill you today. Don't get me wrong, every bike will kill you. You will, like, if you have to be careful on the bike, the way you ride. But this bikes are meant to be for beginners, to let them, hey, feel comfortable and enjoy riding without having the fear in them. And that's gonna get me started. We're gonna start off with the R3. So we're starting off with the R3 because this is my bike and I do know my bike and I do love my R3. Well, this is a Yamaha 2020 R3 I have right here. The displacement on this bike is a 321cc. The board and stroke 68.0 times 44.1 millimeters. The compression ratio is a 11.2.1. It is a fuel efficient bike. You don't need to do like 2 strokes or put oil in it. It does have oil in its own. It's just fill up, gas and go, fuel injected. It has 6-speed transmission. It has a chain, and the top speed on this bike that could go is 117. This bike is awesome. I love it. I love the way it rides. I love the way it feels. You're not too aggressive like an R6. You're like leaned a little forward, but not too much where your back's killing you. I have ridden to Oklahoma and back. I did a 4-hour ride on this thing, and maybe even 5. But my back was not killing me at all, and I enjoyed it. And this bike has all the power you need. You don't need to go 200. You don't need to go 160. Well, if you want to go around cities or whatever, if you're gonna hit tracks, this is also a great track bike. This bike is meant to have fun on. It's so light where you can fling around corners so quick, and it's so not heavy to drive. And I do enjoy it. I do love my R3. I'm going 60 as we speak because I just don't pay attention to the speed limit. But it's amazing. It's awesome, and I can't go wrong with it. Yes, there are some down perks with every good bike there is. Yamaha does not put the best brakes in their bikes at all. When you first ride it, feels like cardboard when you first get it. But after a while, once you start riding, it picks up and it gets better at the braking. So that's the only thing I have to say about Yamaha. Next bike I'm going into, guys, is going to be the Ninja 400. I personally don't like the Ninja 400 look. It's just weird to me. You sit up more straight, and the transmissions, like the transmissions on Ninjas are not, they feel like squishy, you know. On this R3 you could feel the click. You could feel you shifting gears. You could feel you know, if you're in first or second or neutral. On the Ninja 400 transmission, I shifted that bike. It felt weird. It felt like it didn't feel the strongest. But the displacement you're getting on that bike is a 399cc that rounds up to 400. Your bores and stroke is going to be a 70.0 times by 51.8 millimeter. If I'm saying it wrong, guys, I'm sorry. I just can't read. It is also fuel injected and has 6-speed transmission, so I really don't know. Maybe it does, probably it does, but I never rode a Ninja 300, so I can't, not 300, Ninja 400, so I can't really give you the experience how it rides. But I did had a bike where I sat on and felt it, and honestly I didn't like how it felt. Like, to me, if I was gonna get a sports bike, I wanted a bike where I felt like I was on a sports bike. The Ninja 400 felt like I was more on like a cruise, like a naked type bike, because I was sit up so straight, and I just did not like the design or the look it had to it. I love how the 2020 R3s look. They look gorgeous, they look amazing, but I couldn't really find the top speed on that bike. It said it goes 105, but I don't believe it. I think it goes about like 120 at least, or maybe lower, because there's only a couple cc's higher than my R3. My R3 could hit 117, so maybe that bike could hit 120 or 125. That's my rough guesstimate. I really tried to look research for that bike, but I really could not find it. The third bike that I highly recommend you guys looking into is Honda CBR 300. I believe they have in there, I'm not sure, but those bikes are not bad bikes at all. They're awesome. They ride smoothly, you know. You can't really complain about them. Their engine displacement is a 286 cc, so it's lower than the R3, because the R3 cc is at 321, so it's a 286. So doing into that means you won't have the top speed as an R3, and you won't be able to hit the triple digits. You probably, on the Ninja 300, I believe the top speed on that bike is 87, 86, if I believe so. The board-inch stroke, if you guys really want to know what that is, that's 76 millimeters by 36 millimeters. I really don't know what that is. I'm just saying it for you tech guys that really do want to know what it is. It is also fuel injected like the other two bikes, and what's it called? It has, I don't even know what that says, but that's really all, you know. So if you guys want to watch a better video of someone explaining on the lower CC sport bike class, check out Chase on Two Wheels. I know he did a ride video with where he test ride all those bikes and give better specs than I did. I honestly am still working on it, and this is gonna be my first attempt, but every time I do more and more videos of bikes and giving out more specs, I'll get way better than I am before. And get off your phone, Karen. But those bikes I list because those bikes are the most reliable bikes. You don't have to worry as much as maintenance than you do on a non-Japanese bike. Japanese bikes, guys, are the best bikes because they're so durable, and you could ride those things and, you know, ride them like crazy, and they still will work how they work because they built them right. If you ride a Italian bike or another a different bike, I don't know what other bikes are there. There's Italian, whatever. I'm gonna go with Italian only. If you ride an Italian bike, that will have so much maintenance that you have to do and always keep up on. This bike, the R3 maintenance is so easy, man. It really is, and I can't complain. Japanese bikes are they are good. Don't get me wrong. Everyone wants to get an Italian bike because why not? They're amazing. They're great. They're meant to show your friends and show off. And it's crazy, dude. So you're gonna be like, Max, why did I not add R3? Why did I not add a Grom into this list? Well, let me be completely honest with you guys. Why did I not add a Grom? Because Groms are not the best starter bikes. They are great to learn on, don't get me wrong. They're amazing. You could learn on a Grom all day, every day. But I highly don't recommend new beginners getting a Grom or as their first bike, because it lacks the power. Let's say if you're in a situation where you need that little extra power just to get away from somewhere, the Grom won't be able to hit it. Once you hit 50 on a Grom, you're struggling to keep up to go hit 53, hit 54. On an R3, let's say someone comes right here, right? Boom, speed, and I can get away real easy, right? On a Grom, I'm not able to do that. And yes, I have owned a Grom before, so I know how it is having a Grom. They're fun, they're amazing, but they're not the best starter bikes for beginners to learn on. They're a great second bike. If you and your buddies want to go right around town and mess around, get a Grom. They're amazing, but do not get a Grom as your first bike unless you are looking to do only city commuting and just stunt, because they lack the power. They really do, and you cannot get away from some situations if you really need to. Alright guys, so at the end of the day, I want to say this to you guys because I hear it all the time. People are like, Max, why did you get an R3? You should have got an R6 or a R1, a bigger bike. You ain't riding a real man's bike. You know, you're on the baby bike. Talk to me when you get a real man's bike. What's a real man's bike? I really want to know that. I really do want to know what a real man bike is, because honestly, I have no clue what a real man bike is. Because what my version of a bike is, that someone's on two wheels riding on the road. That's a bike to me. If you're riding, you gain all my respect, and I appreciate you guys riding, because it's a hobby. It's a big group that we're in, the biker community. We're supposed to support each other riding, not tear each other down for what bike we have and what we're riding and what we're more comfortable riding. If someone never ridden me before and hops on a 1000 or 600, they're gonna be petrified. They're gonna be, oh god, I saw a pothole. They're gonna be petrified. They're gonna be scared because they can't control the bike. The bike level's up here. You're right here. You will never hit that capability of that bike ever, because you're so worried about not dying that you can't control your clutch and you can't control your throttle. You give it one wrong move with the throttle on a 600 or R1, you're flying. You're flying. On the R3, look, I'm not full throttle right now. Let me shift up to fourth. Full throttle. You see how quick it takes, you see how long it took me to build up the speed? Because it's meant for beginners. It's meant for you to learn on. It's meant for you to feel comfortable riding. And that's why I always tell people, get the bike you want to get. Don't get what other people tell you get. If you want a 300, get a 300. If someone's trying to peer pressure you to get a 600, say you're gonna get bored having a 300 after 3 months, so what? I have my R3 for 10 months already, and I still love it. I love riding this thing. Don't get me wrong, I do wish sometimes I do have a little bit speed so I could, you know, speed around, but I love this bike. There's nothing wrong with this bike. This bike's amazing. It has all the power I do need on the streets. I don't need nothing more. And my capabilities of riding this bike is mind-blowing. I could ride this bike and probably catch up to a 600 on corners, because I know my capabilities. I know what I'm set to and what my limits are, because I've been riding my bike for a while now. On a 300, what's meant to be is, let's say the bike's here and you never ridden before and you're right here. You're gonna build up to that skill level, and then you're gonna eventually outgrow that skill level where you become better on your bike. And this bike, a 300, damn your brakes, a 300 is meant for you to have fun and learn on. Not worrying about, am I going to die today due to me giving it too much throttle or dumping the clutch wrong or hitting my brakes too hard. You don't have to worry about that on the 300. And that's what I'm sick and tired of, man. People saying, oh, you're on a 300cc, you ain't a real biker. Man, get out of here. At the end of the day, it's your choice and your money. If you want a 300, buy a 300. If you want a 600, buy a 600. You want to get a 1000, go for it. Buy it. It's your money, your opinion. My suggested, this is suggested. I'm trying to help you guys out much as possible, give you the information you should know. You don't have to listen to me. You could buy a 600 right off the bat, and you could probably be a badass and learn right away and catch up to that capability. Maybe not. It's up to you. You guys can listen to me and whatever. I had my bike for 10 months and I still love it till this day. I never think anything about my bike. Yeah, maybe in the future, after a year or two, I might get rid of the bike to get a bigger bike. But for right now, this is all I need. And that's what I want to tell you guys. always that. Your money, your choice. You choose the bike you want. Don't let no one else choose your bike. Because say that someone else chose your bike for you and you didn't like it, what can you do? You can sell it, but you just bought a bike for no reason. You could be like, man, I really wanted the R3, but my buddy said I'll get bored of the R3, so I got an R6. But I'm petrified to ride my R6 because I can't control the throttle. Yada, yada, yada. But, of course, there's a box on the road. But, my opinion is my opinion, your guys' is yours. I'm just trying to help you guys out. That's all. I love you guys. Stay safe. Mirror Smasher out. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. And if you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button, follow, and we will continue when I see you guys next time. Peace out.